Welcome to St. George, Utah. You have found my video and you might be thinking about making a move, relocating, buying and selling property here in Utah, specifically in St. George, and you're kind of wondering what the steps are to make a move. This week I had 3 people that reached out. One was on the East Coast, one was on the West Coast, and one was actually in Arizona. And they're like, hey, I've been watching your videos and I'm thinking about making a move to Utah, but I'm kind of not exactly sure what to do and how I should do that. So today I'm going to walk you through 6 easy steps of, if you are thinking about making a move here, what you can do and how I can help you. And we're going to hop into it right now. Mariah K here. Welcome back to the channel, or welcome to the channel if this is your very first time here. I'm a licensed and active real estate agent here in Utah, and this channel is literally everything you need to know about eating, working, playing, sleeping, and living here in Utah. If that's of interest to you, consider subscribing down below and make sure you tap that bell for notifications so you're notified every week we drop a new video. We hear from people like you all the time who are looking to make a move, who are looking to relocate, buy, sell, build a property here in Utah, and we absolutely love it. So if you're thinking about making a move in a week, in a month, or even a year from now, feel free to give us a call, shoot us a text, send us an email. It'd be our pleasure to connect with you and see how we can help. Also, if you do want a copy of our free Moving to Utah guide, comment down below the word guide, G-U-I-D-E, and we'd love to send that over to you. So like I said, this week specifically, I've had several people who have reached out and are like, hey, Mariah, I've been watching your videos and I'm thinking about making a move to Utah. What are the steps? What should I do even to get to there? Well, first things first. If you are, and this is what I always say, number one is do your research, right? And you are on here watching these videos, which is exactly what you should be doing, because first things first is you need to figure out, is Utah going to be the right place for you? Yes, no, you're watching. So number one is just doing the research. Number two, if you've done the research and you've gotten to the point where you're like, I have the job lined up, or I work from home and I am going to move to Utah and the job is already secure, whatever that is, the next thing, and this is one of the things that I've heard a ton, is, Mariah, I still have a property to sell from out of state. Or, you know what, I already sold my property and I want to move here first, but I'm going to rent first, or I just want to buy first, so knowing what your situation is like in order to get here. So you've done your research, you figured out like the job situation, and now you're needing to figure out the housing situation. Well, the next step is reach out to my team and like I said, we hear from people like you guys all the time and we love it. So if you have already been out here to Utah, you might have an idea of exactly where you want to be. Some people will reach out and they'll say, you know what, Mariah, I've been looking at this area, I've been looking at this area, I've watched all these videos. When my family and I came out, we looked specifically here, and we've narrowed it down to this area. So once you actually have gotten to that point, you're going to want to really narrow it down, which means you're going to want to come out here. You are going to want to see what it looks like. And I don't know about you, but my husband and I first got married. We took a job down in Southern California. And I remember we were looking online and we found what looked like the perfect little condo for us to rent for the time being, because we didn't know the area. I remember my parents said, you guys should really just go check it out. Like, go down there, check it out. And we're like, no, we're fine. It looks great online. The pictures look awesome. Well, guess what? We got there. We decided, we were like, great, we're going to just do it. We got the, little condo and we rented it. We got there. It smelled so bad that neither of us could even sleep at night for a while. I might be a little exaggerating a tad bit, but it was so bad that the neighborhood was not awesome. There were so many things about it that now every single time I always say, go check it out. Even if you're flying cross country or you're driving, it is worth your peace of mind. It is worth the time, the effort, the energy, the cost to check it out. So once you've decided on the move, then you've figured out okay, your job situation, you've planned the trip, to come out, figure out the area you're going to be in. And then, like I said, know whether you're, what your housing situation is going to be. Are you renting? Are you purchasing? Or, what are you doing with that? I also do have a list of, if you are thinking about renting, reach out to me. I can give you a list of different rental sites you can go to. Also, if you think you're, thinking about buying, I can also give you a list and a home search that you can do. Home searches I can search for you too, but that is going to be the next step of figuring out your location. You plan the trip, and then that housing piece of, am I renting, am I buying, and which location am I going to be in? So with that being said, now you have an idea, like you've planned your trip, you've come on out here. Also, before you plan the trip, have an idea of what your finances are going to be like. And what I mean by this is, if your budget is this amount, you're not going to be wanting to look at areas that might be out of your budget, right? So you want to have an idea. So you're going to want to contact your lender. If you don't have a lender, reach out to me. I work with some phenomenal lenders. I would be happy to give you, their information on that. So you're going to want to have kind of a range of, what your financial piece will look like. You've planned the trip, you've come on out here, you've figured out, oh, I love this area, I love this area. I'm actually working over here, so I want to be closer to this area, right? So you have an idea of that. Once we've gotten to that point of you've come out, you've looked at houses, then we can start narrowing down, like I said, of, okay, since you like this area, great, we can set you up on a home search. And anytime properties come up, my team and I, we can do home tours if you're interested in that. Or maybe you come out here for a weekend and we go tour some different houses, get an idea. If you are thinking about renting, like I said, I can give you some options for renting as well. And then once you find the place that you're interested in, then we submit the offer. If the offer gets accepted, then, we go through that whole process of, purchasing the home and all that. But next step would be packing up for where you're at and then bringing it all out here. And usually we try to coordinate that around the close of escrow and all that, and then whatever works best for your time frame. So hopefully overall, this gives you a little snapshot of, if you are thinking about making a move, relocating, and you're moving from out of state and you're going, okay, what are those steps? First, it's to do your research, which you are doing. The next thing, figure out, the job situation and how that's going to work for you. Then, like I've said, reach out to us. Let's figure out if you're renting, if you're buying, and we can move on to the next steps of, hey, we can give you a list of different places you can look for rent. We can set you up on a home search. We can give you access to the, multiple listing service as well if you want to start searching properties. And then, like I said, plan the trip. Learn from my husband and I. Don't end up being in a place that you absolutely despise for an extended period of time just because you didn't come out and check it out. So plan the trip. We can start narrowing it down. You've talked to the lender. If you don't have a lender, reach out. I'll give you a list of some phenomenal lenders. And then we go from there. We start touring properties or we do some video tours. And I'm telling you, the process can be pretty simple. And we just bite off a little bit at a time. And honestly, making a move does not have to be daunting. It doesn't have to be crazy. Change is always hard for most people. And so a lot of people are like, oh, I'm this and that. But it doesn't, we can make it really easy and pretty seamless just by following those easy steps. So hopefully this gives you an idea. If you are thinking about making a move, relocating, buying, selling, building a property here in Utah, my team and I help people like you all the time, and we absolutely love it. So feel free to give us a call, shoot us a text, send us an email, and it'd be our absolute pleasure to connect with you. Wishing you a fantastic rest of your day and week, and we'll chat with you soon. Take care. Have a great one. Bye.